Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Cheap Sense here. Just getting off from work not too, about an hour ago. And I came in on the Portland Trail Blazers and the Golden State Warriors in Game 4. Shout out to both teams. I'm not a fan of either team. I just like Kevin Durant. But the Golden State Warriors just defeated the Portland Trail Blazers. So they advanced to the Western Conference Finals, where I believe, personally, the Milwaukee Bucks will be meeting Golden State head on. I could be wrong, but it would be good to see Milwaukee make it that far to the finals. So shout out to Portland for a hard-fought battle against the Golden State Warriors. Although they didn't win any games in this series, they got swept. I think the last game went to double overtime, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And Golden State is just a juggernaut, man. They're down KD. They are down Iguodala and DeMarcus Cousins, and they still pull out the win. So shout out to both teams. Even bigger shout out to Golden State for advancing. Next up is the fragrance that I wore today, and a lot of people are familiar with this house. I was always familiar with it. I just never really got into it. I do have some fragrances that I love from this house. This one is not one of those fragrances I love. I'm not really big on floral fragrances, and this one does have a floral essence to it. It's okay. It's not one of my favorites, but I'm glad I did get a chance to check it out. I only spent $20 for it, and it is from the house of Calvin Klein, and this is CKB. I do not own CK1 as of yet, but I will get my hands on it just to say I have it. But this is CKB, and I think I found this one in Valdosta when we went a few weekends ago, and it was at, I want to say, TJ Maxx or Ross or something like that. I think TJ Maxx. Anyway, you can find these almost anywhere. You can find them at Ross, TJ Maxx, Bells, Burlington, Marshalls. They're all over the place, and they run you about $20, in which the sticker's still on there. TJ Maxx is where I got it from, $19.99. So $20, not bad. Please be careful with these boxes because they are very cheap, and the top on this thing, as you see, all I did was tilt it and it popped open. So be careful with the box. I may just get rid of this box. I really don't need it, but a lot of people say that that's a mistake, getting rid of boxes, but that's my prerogative. If I want to get rid of it, I'll get rid of it. So anyway, as of right now, I wore this today. I first sprayed it on and it smelled okay. It's just not my thing. I'm not big into floral scents. And this one is a floral bomb. And I don't mean bomb as in strong as hell, but it is pretty dominant, the floral in this. It starts out kind of citrusy. I don't know the note breakdown, in which I'll give it to you in a second because it's on my phone. But you do get up top citrus. I don't know if it's lime, bergamot, stuff like that, but it is citrusy. The mid is where it turns for the floral, and this, in my opinion, and I think it says on here that this is unisex. So a female can rock this also. So it is what it is. No compliments when I wore this today. I was around people, but this is not one of those standout fragrances. This is probably something that you could spray on spring, and it will go well with the springtime atmosphere. Not too much for me in the summer when it's hot as hell outside, because that floral can be kind of choking. The citrusy opening is nice for the summer, but when it changes, like I said, to that floral, I don't do florals that well. Not off my skin. It did last. I actually can still smell it on me right now. So it is a pretty decent scent. I've had it on all day. I did not reapply. I take that back. I think I did when I went to lunch. I sprayed on about 3 more sprays. But that was just on my neck and chest area. I didn't spray on my arm. So what I'm smelling on my arm is from earlier this morning, like 6 this morning. So lasted 8+ hours on my skin, which is pretty good for a $20 fragrance. Not bad at all. Not a beast mode projection fragrance at all. I sprayed it on, and within the first maybe 30 minutes, it was almost a skin scent. I mean, I could still smell it coming off of my shirt, but off my skin, it was already a skin scent. So, and it could also be because I didn't moisturize this morning. It was so muggy outside that I didn't want to put lotion on and be sweaty and stuff. So it could have dried up because of that also. With that being said, box presentation, just some cheap cardboard. That's all it is. CKB by Calvin Klein. This is Eau de Toilette, 3.4 ounces, 100 milliliter. Like I said, basic black box cardboard. On the back, you have ingredients, stuff like that. The bottom, you have your batch code and this UPC at the bottom. Nothing on the side except for the sticker from TJ Maxx, $20. Says Calvin Klein on the top. The bottle, if you don't know by now, this is not the only fragrance. CK1 Shock comes like this, also the same kind of bottle, and it comes with this screw on top, and you have to swap out and put the atomizer on it. The atomizer comes with it inside the box, which I don't understand. They could have just easily made the atomizer like it is and put a top on it, but you know, it's Calvin Klein, so they do it how they want. Basic all black bottle, CKB, Calvin Klein, nothing on the back, kind of oblong. Sticker on the bottom with the batch code. Atomizer is not bad, pretty good. That opening is very nice. Like I said, it's citrusy in the opening. It does turn floral in the mids. But it's not bad. It's really not bad at all. It's just not my favorite. If I had to pick one particular fragrance from Calvin Klein's whole line to go with, I would probably go with CK Reveal, in which I own that one. My number 2 spot will probably be CK1 Shock, which is a great sweet tobacco fragrance. I have a few other Calvin Kleins, but those are probably my top 2 that I own. With that being said, note breakdown is as follows. CKB Cologne by Calvin Klein. It's spicy and entrancing is what they say. It blends upbeat botanicals, intoxicating florals, and warm earthy elements to create a hip fragrance that embodies urban sophistication. Zesty lime and bergamot mesh with spirited mint and crisp juniper for top notes that open this fragrance with a bang. Heart notes of magnolia, orchids, and fresh grass add a note of romance before melting into a hypnotic base of warm amber, sandalwood, and heady musk. This fragrance also was released in '96, and then it was re-released in 2009 with CK1. Now, what all they did that for, I'm not going to read the rest of this stuff because I don't care why it was re-released and all that kind of stuff. It makes never mind to me whatsoever. I just know that this is not a bad fragrance. If you haven't tried this out, try it. Not, as I've been saying the past few videos, not for someone who has a collection that is established as far as like having higher end fragrances. I don't think someone who's in the niche world now would appreciate something like this, which is really a shame because fragrances like this is where most of us started, and to forget where you came from or where you started is a travesty in my book. No matter what I dib and dabble into as far as fragrances, I will never ever forget about cheapies like this that started the fragrance game. And if they didn't start the game, they were in the beginning stages of it. So Calvin Klein has been around for quite a while. Not bad. They are an underrated house, I believe. They don't make fragrances that are very long lasting or that project that strongly, but they do have decent fragrances for people who like me who can't afford to go out and buy Creed and Roja Dove and all that kind of stuff. I'm cool with having stuff like this. So, you know, it gives my collection character. It gives it a little flavor, a little pizzazz. It is what it is, guys. And with that being said, I've been seeing on the Facebook groups that a lot of people are finding out about this fragrance, which is L'Homme Ideal Cologne by Guerlain, or Guerlain, however you want to say it. I was turned on to this one by a reviewer or two that talked about it, and I decided to try it, and it was pretty cheap. Somewhere around the $15 to $20 mark, or a little above $20, a few dollars. Great for summertime. If you don't have it, try it. Smells so beautiful. It's citrusy. Not really the best in longevity and not the best projector, but it's cheap enough that you can take this with you, and which I do anyway, and reapply throughout the day if need be, or you can decant some and do the same. But not bad for summer. I like it, and I'm glad I have it, and I actually want to try more fragrances from this flanker that they have out, just to see what they're about. They're cheap enough, so I may grab some more. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. It's time for me to take me a shower and wind down. Got to be up in the morning. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Congratulations to Golden State Warriors for their victory over the Portland Trail Blazers to advance to the finals. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.